Insurance Agency, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Farmers National Bank, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stuart Powell Ford Mazda, Whitaker Bank, Big Deals Online Store, Bluegrass South Livestock Market, Kentucky Service Companies. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network, broadcast live around the world on hometownlive.net.
A busy week at Danville High School continues as we make our way through this 45th District Tournament week. And tonight the boys take center stage in the 45th District semifinals, where the winners of tonight's game move on to the championship game on Friday night and the automatic berth into the 12th Region Tournament. Losers of tonight's game see their season come to an end. And in game number one, it pits two of the top winningest coaches across the entire state of Kentucky. One in Jeff Jackson, who's won 700-plus games in his career. The other, DCA's Sean Busick, who won a majority of his games, obviously, outside the state of Kentucky and Indiana, but comes into tonight's game with 501 career wins. 1,200-plus wins between the two teams. Head coaches, Tim, Lincoln County and DCA. What a good one this is going to be. Whenever you look at the 45th District Tournament, first team that probably pops in your head is Lincoln County. They're in this spot every single year with a chance not just to win district, but to win the region. But they're on the verge, if they lose tonight, of missing the region tournament for the second consecutive season. On the other side, Danville Christian Academy looking to make it for the fifth consecutive year in boys basketball. DCA Lincoln County, fun one tonight for us, Tim.
Yeah, it is. And DCA is a team that everybody kind of looked at in the 45th District at the beginning of being the team. But, you know, kind of the problem they got right now is Jeff Jackson. They have a nice little winning streak against him right now. You can't expect that to go very long. So, you know, you've still got to be, even though it's the first round here, you still got to have your A game because he's looking for it. Yeah. He's really wanting that win.
Yeah, it's a good point. How often can you beat a good head coach? And how many times in a row can you beat a good head coach? For DCA, it's 7 straight versus Lincoln County right now. I also misspoke. DCA looking to make it to the 3rd straight region tournament, not 5th. That'd be the girls that made it to the 5th straight region tournament. DCA Lincoln County. Tip-off coming up in 3 minutes on your home for DCA basketball, Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Save as much as $13,500 off MSRP on Bob Allen's selection of new GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Crew Cab 4x4s. Over 30 to choose from. Stock M26528, MSRP $73,885. Must have qualified trade. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Get the top price for your livestock. Take them to the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, where they have drop-off hours to fit the busy farmer's need. Selling your livestock a profitable and a pleasant experience. Save the hassle of a long haul. Sell your livestock at the Bluegrass South Livestock Market, 277 Courtier Road in Stanford. Call Bluegrass South Livestock Market at 606-365-0665. Bluegrass South Livestock Market in Stanford.
I'm Boyle County Judge Executive Trilly Bottom. The Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit is here to help, whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or just need to talk to someone. Our team is trained, compassionate, and ready to respond. Call the Boyle County EMS Crisis Response Unit today, 238-1134, because your mental health matters.
Boyle County EMS, every second counts, every life matters.
Danville Bike and Footwear is rolling into February with some sweet deals. They are extending their standard bike tune-up special into February. $30 off any standard bike tune-up package. Are you looking to step up your game with a new bike for the upcoming season? They are great discounts on select bikes in their showroom. Come in and check out the reflective and thermal running gear to keep you visible and warm during your chilly winter workouts. Visit Danville Bike and Footwear today, where adventure and comfort ride together. Located downtown Danville next to City Hall.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things. like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
Lincoln County and Danville Christian Academy winner plays Friday night in the district championship and gets the automatic bid to the 12th region tournament. Loser season comes to an end. The most important game of the year is this one right here. This is what it all leads up to. Lincoln County, same starting five we saw on Monday night. Sawyer Robbins, Cash Baird, Lane Sargent, Tucker Foster, and Tristan Givens. For Danville Christian Academy, Eli Perez, Graham Domitian, Ben Michaels, Lake Aten, and Cole Daddisman. Lincoln County, their road reds trimmed in blue. Lincoln in white block letters across the chest, outlined in blue. White numbers on the front and back with blue rectangles that come down the side of their jersey tops and their jersey shorts. For DCA, their home whites, white tops, Warriors in block letters in navy blue across the chest, outlined in that DCA gold. Blue numbers on the back, outlined in gold, and DCA on the sides of their shorts. Lake of 10 will jump for DCA. Sawyer Robbins will jump for Lincoln County. DCA trying to, again, make it to the third straight 12th region tournament and repeat as 12th region champions. But we know after last night's action in other districts in this region, nothing is certain. After Wayne County went down and Pulaski County went down, the Wayne County loss, shocking. Only the second time in the last 29 years Wayne County will not be involved in the 12th region tournament. Lake of 10, Sawyer Robbins, ball is in the air, controlled by Danville Christian Academy. And we're underway for high school basketball right here in the Hometown Radio Network. Lincoln County 12-16, DCA 18-7. Eli Perez will go over to Lake of 10, who hands it off to Graham Domitian around the screen, left-hand side to Cole Daddisman. Daddisman left wing around the Michaels screen. Couple of right-hand dribbles back up top to Lake of 10. A 10 hands off to Eli Perez. Back to a 10, right corner. A 10 will drive baseline, tripped up by Givens and fouled. First on Tristan Givens. First on Lincoln County as well, as a 10 made a drive on that baseline. And DCA's Graham Domitian, the sophomore, will inbound it. Graham at 10.2 a game. On that right baseline, he will kick it in and looks up top for Eli Perez, who makes the catch near midcourt. Perez far side to Graham Domitian. Domitian around the Michaels screen, up top to Cole Daddisman, left corner to Eli Perez. DCA, of course, will not go deep on their bench. They'll go maybe too deep with Josiah Bradshaw and Dre Motley, the next two up from the DCA bench. But most of their scoring comes from their starters. Domitian drives baseline, fakes one way, comes back to his left. Off the backboard, Whitaker bank shot by Graham Domitian. Good start for Graham, who usually gets started off pretty hot in these games we've seen them play this year. 2-0 DCA leads on the Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance scoreboard. Here's Tucker Foster, far side over to Cash Baird, who had a big game for Lincoln County in that win Monday night, as did Tristan Givens, who has the ball knocked out of his hands by Eli Perez. Jeff Jackson, Lincoln County head coach, became the 15th coach in KHSA history to hit the 700 win mark in his career earlier this season when Lincoln County beat Collins back on December the 20th. They've won 7 more games since then, 707 career wins for Jeff Jackson. Here's Lane Sargent, who drives in, has the ball knocked away from him, and goes right side to Cash Baird. His right-hand jumper is good. Cash Baird has his first 2 in this one off that right wing. We're tied up at 2 with 6:25 to play. Left-hand side, here's Eli Perez. Perez between his legs. He drives, goes back to Michaels, left of the wing, up top to Lake of 10. With Tristan Givens on him. Hands it off to Domitian. Back up top to Eli Perez. Left wing to Daddisman. Daddisman dribbles around the perimeter, up top to Lake of 10. A 10 looking down low for Michaels. Pass knocked away by Lincoln County on the baseline, out of bounds. And it will stay with Danville Christian Academy. 15th all-time matchup between DCA and Lincoln County. Tim, you alluded to it. How many in a row can DCA win against a coach like Jeff Jackson. They've won 7 straight against him right now. Lincoln actually won the first 7 head-to-head between these two schools. Then DCA rattled off 7 in a row. So the all-time series is tied up 7 games apiece, this one being the 15th matchup. Gaddisman, free throw line. Perez left corner to Graham Domitian. Domitian looking on the left block for Lake 10. Decides to go otherwise to Eli Perez, who goes back to Domitian. Back up top to Michaels. He'll fire a 3. Yes! Michaels has seen that three-point percentage skyrocket since he hit that game winner against Boyle County about 2 weeks ago.
That confidence of shooting through. I mean, when you hit a shot like that, because we usually see him breaking back door for a shot, but he's letting the range out.
Right corner, Sawyer Robbins, a 29% three-point shooter, has been Michaels. Actually, we'll see that percentage go up a little bit after that made when Lane Surgeon goes over to Robbins. His left wing 3 is good. So Robbins matches Michaels' 3. 2 big guys hitting the outside shot, and it's 5-5 with 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Cole Gaddisman scoreless in this one. Cole, the big-time player, averages 6.3 a game. Up top to Lake 10. He fires a 3. Misses everything. Gaddisman trying to save it in, but it's too far off the baseline, out of bounds. Don't oftentimes see Lake 10 miss one so badly. That one not even close to hitting the rim. It's Lincoln County basketball. Their longest win streak this season for Lincoln County, just 2 games. They won 2 straight. They've done that twice, but it's been the flip of the calendar that was really tough on Lincoln County. December 1st to the 29th in 2025, they were 6-4. Since then, they're 6-12 in their last 18 games. Robbins has fouled on the floor in the paint. It's going to be on Ben Michaels, I believe.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, Michaels gets called for the foul. That is his first, and that is DCA's second. Cash Baird, right corner to Tucker Foster. Over to Lane Surgeon, near side back to Baird. Baird left-hand takes, stops, kicks it back to Givens. Right wing, Givens goes back up top. Cash Baird, 4:25 to play. Lincoln 5 and DCA 5. Tristan Givens, couple of dribbles, back up top to Tucker Foster. Lincoln County, I would think, wants to keep this one as low scoring as possible. As Foster drives in, finger roll, missed. Rebound comes off of a 10's hands and over to Gaddisman. Gaddisman to Domitian down the far side. DCA runs the other way. Domitian left-hand dribble. Eli Perez down low to Michaels. Michaels one dribble, spins to his left, puts it up and in. 5 for Ben Michaels. And how many times have we seen that this year? Lincoln County did a much better job of at least getting a guy on Michaels who's usually wide open underneath the basket, but Michaels is just so good at finishing through contact. Lincoln County made a little bit there. No foul call, though. Surgeon, his floater in the paint's no good, and Cole Gaddisman grabs the rebound for DCA near side. Warriors lead by 2, 7-5. Here's Domitian. Domitian, Gaddisman, left wing, one dribble. Shovels it back up top to Graham Domitian as Lincoln County appears to be in a little 2-3 zone here. Domitian looks back at Sean Busick, who holds up the number 3 in his right hand. As Domitian goes over to Perez on that right side, back to Graham Domitian. He'll drive left hand, stops, bounce pass down low. Michaels left hand hook, and it's good. Or is it a goaltending? Yeah, basket's no good. It looked like it was going to bounce in, and Lake 10 went up and tried to tip the basketball in. A 10 did, but it was still hanging over that cylinder, and so the layup either by a 10 or Michaels is wiped off, and Lincoln County has the basketball. Dre Motley will check in for DCA next dead ball. Baird far corner to Lane Surgent. Surgent drives in the paint, trying to swing it over to Baird. Domitian knocks the ball out of bounds. This Lincoln County team, they have played some tight ones this year. Out of their 16 losses this season, 7 of them are decided by 6 points or less. Out of their 12 wins, 7 are by 6 points or less, which means half of their games this year have been decided by 6 points or less, one way or the other. Here's Cash Baird, right corner 3, sinks it. And Lincoln County has their first lead of the game. It is 8-7 as Baird hits the second 3 for Lincoln County. Domitian in front court, stands in the Danville High School logo. Again, this zone defense here by Lincoln County. Perez on that left wing, bounce pass to Michaels, up top Domitian, down low Motley, back in the corner a 10. A 10 drives left hand, bounce pass down low, looking for Michaels, taken away by Lincoln County's Tucker Foster. Foster goes to Surgent, Lincoln County runs. Surgent in the corner, Robbins, baseline drive over top of a 10, rolls off the rim. Good high arcing shot, got to do that over a 10. And now Domitian grabs the rebound and he's fouled by Sawyer Robbins. It's Robbins first, it's Lincoln County second. Lincoln's beaten some good teams this year. They beat Southwestern earlier this year, 73-68, in what has been by far their highest scoring game of the year. They beat Wayne County this year as well for what was their 7th straight win over Wayne County. Of course, we know Wayne County season done last night at the hands of Somerset Christian, the Cougars, who qualify for their first ever 12th region tournament in school history. Graham Dumidian left-hand take off the glass. He's fouled. There's Tristan Gibbons, who reached in and made contact with Graham Dumidian. As Gibbons second, it's Lincoln County's third, and that'll send number 20, Graham Dumidian, to the line for 2. DCA won them both this year in the regular season versus Lincoln County. Beat them back on February 2nd, 62-48. Dumidian's first free throw was good. That was the game we had on the Hometown Radio Network there at DCA. One of those 11 games this season where Lincoln County has scored less than 40 points. I mean, it's been, at times, a grind offensively for Lincoln County just to put points on the board. Second one for Dumidian is also good, which is why I said I think Lincoln County wants to keep this as low scoring as possible. They do not want to get in a shootout with DCA because that does not favor them whatsoever with the trouble they've had scoring the basketball at times this year. Here's Cash Baird, hands it off to Foster. DCA 9, Lincoln County 8 under 2 minutes to play in his first quarter. Foster looking for Baird on the near side. Lake of 10 touched the ball out of bounds. Busick down there right behind the official trying to persuade the referee to give the ball to Danville Christian Academy, but the ref says he saw Lake of 10 knock that basketball out. Here's Cash Baird. In the corner of Sawyer Robbins, back to Cash Baird, one of the 2 juniors that starts in this starting 5 for Lincoln County, joined by 2 seniors and a sophomore. That's Tristan Gibbons, the sophomore. Robbins has the ball now. He's a senior. The other senior's Lane Surgeon, who has it. Surgeon will drive in, bumped by Dumidian. He's fouled. Foul on Graham Dumidian's number 1. It's the second on DCA. Talked a little about Jeff Jackson. Had his own holiday given to him. January 13th, Jeff Jackson Day in Lincoln County. Surgeon's right corner 3 is no good. At 10 high points the basketball and has it in backcourt. DCA by 1, 9-8. Graham Dumidian transition up top to Eli Perez. Left wing Dumidian. Back up top Perez. Perez right side to Michaels. Back over to Perez as DCA tries to find a hole in that Lincoln County zone. Perez near side Dumidian. 1:10 to play now. Back to Perez. Just passing it. DCA is back and forth between Dumidian, Perez, and Michaels. There's Michaels in the corner. He's double teamed. Back to Perez. Perez looking for a 10 pass broken up and taken by Lincoln County. Cash Baird drives on that far side of the court. He's met by Perez. They go to McAdoo. McAdoo Foster, 1 extra pass. Robbins, who fakes a 3. Back to McAdoo, who checked in for Gibbons after he picked up his second foul. Cash Baird, free throw line drive. Perez on his hip. His fall-away jumper's no good. Lake of 10 grabs his 3rd rebound in this first quarter with 40 to play. DCA has it and leading 9-8 on the Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance scoreboard. DCA last played last Thursday, 6 days ago. Game we had on the Hometown Radio Network. They lost to Bryan Station 48-45. Lincoln County, of course, played Monday night, beat Danville 60-47. Michaels left wing. McAdoo picks him up. Back to Perez. 17 to play. Perez far side to Lake of 10, who was throwing it back to Perez and threw it in the backcourt. It's out of bounds. Perez was cutting towards the basket. A 10 was trying to throw it back to Eli Perez up top, and there was nobody home. Perez is out. Josiah Bradshaw will check in with 11.6 to play.
Yeah, I mean, kind of a pretty messy game right now on both sides. We just got, I guess you're really kind of nervous get this first period over and see how they adjust the second period.
Here's Cash Baird. Cash Baird's mid-range jumper over to Dumidian goes in with 2 to play. Michaels will kick it into Bradshaw. That one ends the first quarter of play as Cash Baird ends with 7 of Lincoln County's 10 points. We're through 1. Lincoln County 10, Danville Christian Academy 9. Second quarter is coming up on the Hometown Radio Network.
Danville's Deal Maker, Bob Allen.
New Rams cost less at Bob Allen Motor Mall during Ram Truck Month. Lease new Ram 2500 Bighorn Diesel Night Edition Crew Cab for only $499 per month for 51 months. Plus receive Ram's 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. $11,471 plus first payment, fees, and taxes due at signing. 7,500 lease miles per year. Stock C 25,173. Bob Allen Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Hi, I'm Alan Martin, branch manager at Community Trust Bank. Community Trust Bank has supported communities that we call home since 1903. With locations in Boyle and Mercer counties, Community Trust Bank is a full-service bank dedicated to helping you meet your lending needs and financial goals. Please stop by and see me at our Danville main office located at 462 West Main Street. Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender, loan subject to credit approval.
Lincoln County 10, DCA 9, 7 for Cash Bear. The other 3 come from Sawyer Robbins. DCA with only 2 players scoring first quarter as well. 5 for Ben Michaels, 4 for Graham Domitian. And we'll see how DCA tries to attack this Lincoln County zone here in the second quarter. And a lot of emphasis put on Jeff Jackson and his coaching prowess, as it should be. 707 career wins. But don't forget the guy on the other side has won 501 career games. And we'll see what Sean Busick does in this second quarter, trying to get more points on the board. DCA, who has scored pretty well this year. That shot blocked off the backboard by Lake of 10, and Danville Christian Academy has it. Domitian comes running the other way in the corner to Dre Motley. Motley looking down low for a 10. Passing lane taken away back to Domitian. Domitian goes back to Motley, left wing corner to Lake of 10, picked up quickly by Baird. Up top to Graham Domitian. 10-9 Lincoln County leads on the Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance scoreboard. Here's Graham Domitian, left side to a 10, corner to Bradshaw. Josiah Bradshaw averages 2.2 a game. And DCA trying to find a hole in the Lincoln County zone. A 10, Motley back to a 10 up top. He fires a straight on 3. Good!
Yeah, that's something they're going to need, because that zone defense of Lincoln County is making it really hard for, especially like for Michaels to be able to get in through the back door, which is the purpose of it, you know. So, yeah, they just need that to loosen that zone up.
12-10 DCA by 2. A 10's first points of the game. DCA's second 3 of the game. Here's Tucker Foster. Swings it back to McAdoo, right wing. Foster in the corner, back up top to Baird. With Motley on him, DCA stays in the man-to-man to Robbins. Robbins fakes a long 3. Motley picks him up over to McAdoo, up top to Tucker Foster. They swing it near side to Surgeon. He'll drive baseline. Swings it over to Robbins to McAdoo. His right wing 3 is too hard, and it's Josiah Bradshaw who has the board for Danville Christian Academy. Bradshaw will swing it over to Domitian in backcourt. 12-10 DCA leads with 6:15 to play in this first half. Over to Lake of 10, left wing. Swings it over to Motley. Motley up top, Domitian. Left-hand side, Lake of 10. Back to Domitian. Domitian to Motley. In the corner, Bradshaw. Bradshaw will fake a baseline drive as Cash Baird picks him up. A 10 left wing, Motley again. Domitian deep on the right side. Baseline to Michaels. Michaels is double-teamed on that baseline. Goes to Domitian, cutting towards the basket to Bradshaw, left elbow. Bradshaw drives in off the backboard. He didn't get it up there, but he's fouled. Trying to put it off the window, but it's a foul on Lincoln County. Going to be on number 11, Bryson McAdoo. McAdoo's first, and Josiah Bradshaw, 62.5% from the line this season. Will earn himself a couple of free throws. Only attempted 8 of them this year. He's 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Winner will get the Garrett and Boyle County winner. That game follows this one right here on Z105. First one for Bradshaw is good. Bounces in for him. The 12th Region Boys Basketball Tournament will take place at Pulaski County next week. The dates of that not quite known yet, but it'll be a week where we travel somewhere between Lincoln and Pulaski basically every single night. Second free throw by Bradshaw is good. His first 2 points in this one. And 4 different Warriors have scored now. DCA 14, Lincoln County 10. 5:40 to play. Dannisman checked back in. Dre Motley checked out for Danville Christian Academy. Foster in the corner, Surgeon, as the 10 will drive and pick him up. Cash Baird has it free throw line up top to Tucker Foster. Dannisman works on Foster defensively to Surgeon. Spins on a 10 to the free throw line. Bounce past McAdoo. McAdoo to Sawyer Robbins. And DCA beat Lincoln County 54-40 in the second game on Friday, February 13th. It was just 12 days after the two teams played when DCA beat them 62-48. 4 Warriors were in double figures that night. It was a good scoring barrage. Surgeon 3 is no good. Michael snares the rebound. Goes to Domitian. DCA can take their biggest lead of the game. Graham Domitian, Dannisman right corner. He'll fake a 3 up top. Michaels, wide open 3 ball. Misses too hard off the back rim, and McAdoo soars for the rebound for Lincoln County. Up the court to Cash Baird. Baird back over in the far corner to Lane Surgeon. As DCA stretches that man-to-man defense out near the perimeter. They go to Robbins in the corner. Robbins will drive. No look pass to McAdoo. He passed on a wide-open 3, and he hit one earlier in the game. Now Robbins almost thought about a 3 again back in the corner to Baird. Baird left corner 3. Got it. Cash Baird's got 10 in this one. And Lake of 10 stops play to bend down and tie his shoe, and it's 14-13. DCA by 1 with 4:23 to play in this first half. Here's Graham Domitian, who walks into front court, far side to Bradshaw. Back up top to Domitian. Back to Bradshaw, right side. He'll fire a right wing three. Too hard off the back rim. Gaddisman has the board for DCA. Second chance for Danville Christian Academy. Gaddisman, left corner three. That one's too short. Rebound after Robbins, and Lincoln County can again take the lead here, trailing by 1. Before beating Danville on Monday, Lincoln County had a 3-game losing streak. That's their longest, or was their longest losing streak of the season. It was their first 3-game losing streak. Robbins, three's good. Back-to-back threes for Lincoln County, and the Patriots lead 16-14. I was going to say their longest losing streak since the 2023-24 season. Graham Domitian, Bradshaw back to Domitian, right-hand side. Lake of 10, who's double-teamed. To Domitian, 3.5 to play in this first half. Lincoln County 16, DCA 14. Domitian swings it back to Lake of 10, who has hit one shot today, a three-pointer earlier this quarter. Back to Domitian, the active Lincoln County zone, making it very difficult on DCA. Like I said, Tim, DCA is going to have to start hitting threes. They shot it really well from three-point range when they played at Lincoln County. They shot 53% from three-point range. Here's Domitian inside the three-point line. Bradshaw, baseline to Michaels. Michaels is double-teamed in the corner. Back to Bradshaw. As Bradshaw centers it back up, far side to Graham Domitian. They actually attempted 17 three-pointers in that game at Lincoln County. DCA did. They attempted just 19 two-pointers, and they shot much better from three-point range than two-point range. Here's a 10 over Domitian. Domitian will make his way inside the arc. Back to Bradshaw, left corner. Bradshaw back to Domitian. 2:40 to play now. It's been a minute. DCA's just passed the basketball around. And Domitian backs it back up near midcourt. Lincoln County fans appreciate that defensive effort. Domitian, Bradshaw back to Domitian. 2:20 to play now. Domitian around the 10 screen, picks up his dribble, goes to Michaels in the corner. Michaels back to Domitian. Near side to Lake of 10, left wing. A 10, skip pass to Domitian. Domitian baseline to Michaels. Michaels double-teamed in that far corner, throws it off a Lincoln County defender off the knee of Cash Baird. It's out of bounds. And DCA wants a timeout. 30-second timeout at 16-14. Lincoln County by 2 with 2:05 to play in this first half. Back in 30 seconds on Z105.
When that time comes and you need an electrician, plumber, someone to fix your heating and air, or garage door care, Kentucky Service Company is your professionals for serving real needs and fixing real problems. Expect clear communication, fair pricing, and craftsmanship you can trust. The KSE family brand includes Fire Stretcher, Heating and Air, Hearst, Electric and Plumbing, and newly added Easy Open Garage Doors. These companies are built on heritage, serving with pride. They are your home's best friend. Kentucky Service Companies.
It's not the most exciting basketball to call on the radio when you just pass it around back and forth, but we've seen more boring before. Remember the 45th District Championship on the girls' side last year where Will County just held the basketball for the final 2.5 minutes, didn't even dribble the basketball, and DCA trying to find some sort of sliver in that Lincoln County defense, and they can't right now. Domitian will have it on the baseline, comes into a 10. He had Gaddisman breaking free, and Domitian didn't see him. Now Graham takes it back to a 10. Wide open, right corner three is short. Rebound to Gaddisman, back to Bradshaw, and DCA will have the basketball again. Gaddisman left corner, left baseline block to Michaels, who spins, right-hand fall away. Hook bounced in for Ben Michaels. That was the most difficult shot they could get. Michaels put it in. He's got 7. 16-16. Here's Sawyer Robbins, 1:35 to play. Over to Cash Baird. We know Lincoln's so adept at being able to pass the ball around and milk clock as well. We'll see what they do here. If they want to, could technically hold for the final shot. Robbins in the corner to Surgeon. Surgeon inside the three-point line, dribbles with the basketball. Back up top to Cash Baird. Baird bounce pass to McAdoo. Over to Foster. Foster crosses over, works on the block. Pass to Domitian, hands it off. Surgeon spins in the paint, throws one up, lost the basketball, got it back, went to Baird, who laid it up and in. Cash Baird has got 12, and it's 18-16, Lincoln by 2. Here's Graham Domitian, goes in the corner, Gaddisman. Gaddisman swings it to Bradshaw, who backs it back up with 50 seconds to play. Domitian over to Bradshaw. Right wing to Lake at 10. 10 has 3 points in this game. Back to Bradshaw. Left wing Domitian. Thought about a 3. Crosses over. McAdoo picks him up. Back to Dadisman. Down low to a 10 baseline. A 10 up top to Bradshaw. Bradshaw fakes a pass near side. Back to a 10 in the far corner. Bradshaw, Dadisman, Domitian left corner. As Lincoln's defense rotates over and over again. Right-hand side, Bradshaw. Backs it back up near midcourt. Up top to Domitian with 18 to play. It is 18-16 Lincoln County. Domitian around the screen. Back in the corner to Dadisman. Dadisman to Domitian. Deep on the left side. 7 to play. He'll get to work now. Free throw line. Knocked away. Ball on the floor. Lincoln County has it with 3 to play. Robbins realizes there's not much time left. His half-court shot is no good. We played one half of basketball. It has been low scoring. It's been defensive. And it's 18-16. Lincoln County by 2 over Danville Christian Academy. We break down the first half coming up for you in 3 minutes on your home for DCA Basketball Z105.
Ready to remodel your home with new kitchen, bath, or lighting, but costs are holding you back? Good news. The Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net can help you get started with your remodeling dreams. You can now save money on gift certificates to Lux 218 in Danville. You're a new headquarters for luxury remodeling for less. They have a wonderful showroom of ideas to kickstart your home remodeling job this year. Don't let price hold you back. Get true luxury for less at Lux 218 and then get extra savings by buying gift certificates at the Big Deal Store. You can get $100 for half price when you buy 5 or more. So get $1,000 for just $500. For all the details, visit the Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net. Remodeling just got easier and so much more affordable when you team up with Lux 218 and the Big Deal Store.
It's all about you and Stuart Howe.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager of Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at StewartPowell.com.
Because we know how. It's an easy thing to do in Danville. Stuart Powell Ford Mazda.
Do you need a loan to start that new home remodeling project? Maybe you are buying a new home or refinancing your existing home. Whatever type of loan you need, Farmers National Bank is here to help you. Getting started is easy. Stop by a Farmers National Bank office in Danville, Bergen, Harrodsburg, Junction City, Lancaster, Liberty, Middleburg, Perryville, and Stanford, and talk to a member of our lending staff. Farmers National Bank, your lifetime bank. Some restrictions may apply. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Thoroughbred Express in Danville, they provide an unparalleled service experience with top quality car washes every day. They're all about building lasting, trusting relationships with their customers who always come first. That's why they've crafted the perfect car wash experience, one that their customers will enjoy for years to come. Thoroughbred Express offers special membership packages, and just for $10, your first month is covered. Enjoy unlimited washes at a great price. Visit Thoroughbred Express today, located on Houstonville Road, Danville.
What is it that makes parents continue to choose Danville Christian Academy for their kids' education?
Hi, my name is Amy. What I love most about DCA is that my children can go to school and worship God each and every single day.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and what I love most about DCA is that my kids are learning their true identity in Christ.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I love DCA because my kids get a quality education that is Christ-centered.
You can find out firsthand why parents are choosing Danville Christian Academy. Enrolling now for preschool through 12th grade. (18-16) Lincoln County here at the half, and a game that is certainly favoring the Patriots in the way that it's being played, with Lincoln County shooting 44% from the field, 7 of 16. DCA 5 of 11 from the field. They only attempted 11 shots in the first half. 7 of those 11 were three-point field goal attempts, only 4 inside the three-point arc. Lincoln County, on the other hand, went 4 of 8 from three-point range. DCA 3 first-half turnovers. Lincoln County None. Didn't turn the ball over once in the first half, and that's part of the reason why they lead 18-16. Only 2 Patriots scored in the first half as well, 12 for Cash Baird and 6 for Sawyer Robbins. Lane Surgent, Tucker Foster, Tryson Givens, and Bryson McAdoo all played in the first half for Lincoln County, but did not score. For DCA, 7 for Ben Michaels, 4 for Graham Domitian, 3 for Lake Attend, 2 for Josiah Bradshaw. Cole Dadisman, Eli Perez, Trey Motley all played in that first half, but did not score. Those are the offensive numbers. Tim has blocks and rebounds. Tim, what do you have?
All right, prepare yourself. It's going to take a little bit, okay?
Okay.
All right, so just like 2 Lincoln County guys scored, 2 Lincoln County guys got rebounds. Sawyer Robbins with 1 and Bryson McAdoo with 1. And then over for DCA, we've got Lake Attend had 3, 1 block. Ben Michaels had 1 rebound. Cole Dasman had 3. Graham Domitian had 1. And Josiah Bradshaw had 2 for a team total of 10 rebounds, 1 block.
Not a lot of shots, which means not a lot of rebounds.
Yep.
And DCA is winning the rebounding battle right now, though it's...
I had to ask Mike. I said, wait a minute, that first period, I didn't have anybody getting a rebound. And he goes, no, I just had like 2 team rebounds, just pretty much a turnover going out of bounds. But I was like, okay, I'll just double check to make sure I was right. I didn't fall asleep.
18-16 DCA trails Lincoln County by 2 here at the half. Winner of this game plays Friday night against the winner of Boyle County versus Garrett County, the second game of this doubleheader here on the Hometown Radio Network. Tonight, it'll be following this game on Z105. Back in 3 minutes on your home for DCA basketball, the Hometown Radio Network.
Hometown Radio's big deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our big deals, pizza, pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is up to $85. At Big Deal's online store, get the pizza, pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deal's online store, hometownlive.net, hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
Danville Bike and Footwear is extending their standard tune-up special. Take advantage of $30 off a standard bike tune-up package now through the end of February. Explore Danville Bike and Footwear's expanded selection of running and trail shoes designed to enhance stability, traction, and overall performance. Whether you're training indoors or tackling Kentucky trails, you'll find reflective and thermal running gear too. So stay warm and safe with running and cycling gear from Danville Bike and Footwear, where adventure and comfort ride together. Located in downtown Danville next to City Hall.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Hi, I'm John Welsh, inviting you to save on Bob Allen's selection of over 30 new 26 Chevy Silverado 2500 4x4s, now priced as low as $53,498. Stock M26481. Bob Allen Chevrolet, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Electricity helps keep our modern lifestyle going. But if the electrical system in your house is outdated, you may be headed for trouble. Watch for these symptoms of electrical problems: replacing fuses or resetting circuit breakers frequently, switch plates, outlet covers, cords, or plugs that are warm, cut, broken, or cracked insulation on electrical wiring. If these symptoms are present, you need a safety inspection by a licensed inspector. To learn more, talk to your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Anytime the crew gets together, one thing's guaranteed: somebody's hungry. Don't get just any pizza, get the pizza. The Big New Yorker for just $10. It's Pizza Hut's biggest pizza, made to feed the whole crew. Extra large, foldable slices, and fluffy New York style crust. Seasoned with Parmesan and oregano. The Big New Yorker, just $10 for a limited time. A Danville, Harrisburg, and Stanford. Order at pizzahut.com or in the app.
Ask Click for a limited time offer. Prices, participation, and availability may vary. Additional charge for extra toppings, max 3, and extra cheese. Taxes, tip, and delivery fees not included.
18-16, Lincoln County by 2 here at the half, in a very low-scoring game between two teams who have played very brutal schedules. Lincoln County has They've loaded up their schedule. They are Lincoln County, right? I mean, they ended the year playing Lexington Catholic, like DCA ended the year playing Bryan Station. So you feel like the way the schedules were made out was to benefit them come this situation right here in tough games late in the season. Can you battle it out and can you get a win? Right now it's Lincoln 18, DCA 16. Quickly, Tim, what does DCA need to do in the second half? They've only scored 16 points. They're on pace to score way below what has even been their lowest this season. What does DCA need to do?
Well, they got to play their game. Coach Jackson has pulled them into his game. You know, they've been out on the wings. They're not driving. They're not getting in the paint. You know, a little bit more movement from the guys, a little bit more screens. They've got to get in the paint and work because that's where Lincoln does not want them at. They want them to try to sit on the three-point line and shoot, and that's what we got the last, pretty much 3 minutes of the second period is just throwing it around outside. So, yeah, they've got to work it in.
Yeah, Lake of 10 only had 3 points in the first half. And he in the final game against Lincoln County this season had just 11. So it's not like they need Lake to score 25 a game to win. They've certainly got other weapons. But you can also point back to the first game they played head-to-head. If you remember, Tim, that win back on February 2nd where DCA beat Lincoln County 62-48. Lake of 10 had 27-10 that night. Remember how the game went? It was 44-44 with about 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and DCA ended on an 18-4 run to win the game and put the game away fairly easily. So we know DCA's got runs in them, and I would, argue and I think certainly believe that DCA's got a lot more offensive capability and runs in them than Lincoln County has, which is why Lincoln County wants DCA to continue doing what they're doing. What you said, DCA's got to play their own game. They've got to figure out the zone. They've got to put points on the board. Lincoln County wants this as low scoring as they can get because this is not a high-scoring Lincoln County team. In 11 out of 28 games this year, they've scored 50 or less. Last year, they had 17 games where they scored 50 or less. That means that in the last 2 years, nearly half of their games, they've scored 50 points or less, Lincoln County has. That's not Patriot basketball we've expected over the last, 10, 15 years or so. Lake of 10 left wing. He'll try a three right off the bat and hits it. Well, that's a good way to get him going. 19-18 DCA by 1. Sawyer Robbins has it over to Cash Baird, and DCA is going to have to hit threes to get Lincoln County out of that zone defense. Baird up the court to Sargent, left wing. Sargent scoreless in that first half, as was nearly every Lincoln County player, aside from Sawyer Robbins and Cash Baird, and it's Sawyer Robbins who has the basketball now. Goes to Tristan Gibbons, who had 15 on Monday night versus Danville. He was scoreless in the first half. Tucker Foster has it. Far side, he'll work right hand, hands it off to Gibbons. Gibbons back up top to Robbins. Far side to Tucker Foster. Near side to Cash Baird. Sean Busick watches the action, hands on his hips as DCA's defense works around in that man-to-man. In the corner, Gibbons. Back to Baird. Up top to Tucker Foster. Foster crosses over, works left hand in the paint, and missed the layup, but drew the foul. Fell down over there near the Lincoln County cheerleaders. Foul is on Eli Perez. Perez's first. It is a shooting foul, and Tucker Foster, 63.5% from the line this season, will get a pair of free throws. 15th all-time matchup tonight between DCA and Lincoln County. They've each won 7 games each. First one for Foster is good. We're tied up at 19 now. But this is only the second time that DCA and Lincoln have played in the 45th District Tournament. Second free throw is no good. That first one was last year when DCA beat Lincoln 54-40 on this stage in the district semifinals. 19 apiece. Here's Perez up top to Michaels. Near side, Domitian. Thought about a three on that right side. Backs it back up. Eli Perez has the basketball. Bounces it back to Domitian. Back to Perez, right wing. He'll fake a three. Back to Domitian. Back to Perez, right wing. Back to Domitian. Domitian far side to a 10 as Gibbons picks him up. Over to Michaels. Michaels, Domitian. Domitian baseline to Dadisman. Dadisman back up top to Eli Perez. And again, DCA just passes the basketball around. Graham Domitian, 6:15 to play. Domitian had the first bucket of the game back in the first quarter, hit 2 more free throws. He has 4 this game. A 10 free throw line, Perez. Good look at a 3 ball. Misses too hard off the back of him. Sargent has it. Outlet pass to Robbins. He'll lay it up and no, dunk it home. And it's 21-19 Lincoln County. Back by 2. Sawyer Robbins has got 8 in this game. Cole Dadisman to Eli Perez. As he clears space from Gibbons, Domitian Right of the circle, thought about a long three. Every time DCA hasn't looked him, it's almost like they hesitate. In the corner, Lake of 10. Who wants to take the shot for DCA? Perez, Domitian, deep on the far side. Back to Eli Perez. Near side, Lake of 10. A 10 up top to Ben Michaels. Michaels over to Domitian. Domitian will work into the free throw line, and he's fouled.
Yeah, it's like they're doubting themselves right now. They kind of, and plus Lincoln's kind of want them. Hey, go ahead and shoot that. I'll let you shoot that. And they're like, I'm not feeling it right now, which is putting a lot of doubt in their heads and it's making them play like they are right now.
Fouls on Surgeon, his first, Lincoln County's first. Inbound pass to Lake of 10. A 10 to Dadisman on that far side. Eventually someone's got to pull the trigger, though, for DCA, right? You may doubt yourself. You shoot 34% from three-point territory as a team. You got to shoot them. You got to make them. Eli Perez, baseline mid-range, good. Like you said, Lincoln's going to give him the shots. DCA's just got to bury him. Eli Perez did there. He has his first two. 21 apiece. Up the court, Lane Surgeon in the corner, wide open. Three's good. Surgeon's first points, 24-21. DCA fell asleep defensively, and Lane Surgeon was wide open. Graham Domitian over to Eli Perez. Perez back to Domitian on the right side. Domitian will drive left hand, cut off, back to Perez. Domitian near side, Lake of 10. Corner, Michaels. Michaels baseline drive to a cutting a 10 who lays it up off the window, no good. Rebound comes out to Perez, down low to a 10 who puts it up and one. Well, you saw how quick Lake of 10 was there. He was all over the place, cutting towards the basket, grabbed a rebound, kept the play alive, and each team has an answer for the other. All you can do is laugh. Yeah, see Surgeon nail a three, and then Lake of 10 has a chance the old-fashioned way. Lake of 10, 78.9% from the line.
Yeah, it's kind of like the
free throw good.
It's kind of like the big game. The big players come out. It's what Lake needs to do right now. He needs to go ahead and come out and start making this his game and taking over.
Yeah, he's got 9. There's a reason he's a Division I prospect, right? So. And he's showing that here so far in the third quarter. Tristan Givens goes over to Foster in the corner. Foster to Robbins. Robbins to Surgeon. Surgeon blows by Michaels. Bounce pass back to Givens. Up top to Baird. Baird fakes a three. He'll fire a three. Got it. Well, Lincoln County's not missing from deep. 27-24. Lincoln back by 3. Domitian drives in. Eli Perez over to Michaels. Michaels fakes a three. He drives left hand, knocked out of his hands. Taken by Cash Baird. The Patriots have the basketball. Baird into front court. As Cole Dadisman will meet him under 4 minutes to play in this third quarter. 27-24, Patriots by 3 on the Dexter Rottmeyer Insurance scoreboard. Surgeon in the corner. He'll drive in the paint, pump fakes over top of a 10. Missed it. Michaels taps the rebound to Eli Perez. Near side to Graham Domitian, who crosses over. Ball is poked free and comes back to Perez. Over to Michaels. Michaels back to Perez. Up top in the corner, Michaels, right corner, wide open three. Good!
Right now, they're pretty much just trading blows. Somebody's got to take a little bit more incentive here to get a little bit of room, breathing room.
10 for Ben Michaels, his second three, 27 apiece. Bounce pass, Foster, wide open right corner three. That one's off, and Lake of 10 has the rebound. Would not be at all surprised had that ball gone in for Lincoln County, the way both teams really have shot. Here's Lake of 10, deep straight on three. Misses right-hand side of the rim, barely grazed iron. And it's Tucker Foster who has the board for Lincoln County. Up the floor to Surgeon. Surgeon is open, thought about a transition three, but smartly backs it back out for Lincoln County. Bounce pass to Sawyer Robbins. Lincoln County really diversified their schedule this year. 13 of their 27 games came from outside the region. Pass taken away by Graham Domitian in midcourt, lays it up and in, and one. I don't know what Cash Baird was thinking from back behind the play. He had no chance to break it up, and instead he just clipped Graham Domitian and fouled him, and Graham Domitian has a chance at three.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I guess it's kind of like more of an aggravation that he threw the ball away and just wasn't thinking when up to do that. So luckily, Graham did put it down, and
Domitian turned his head as the referee was bouncing the ball to him, and the ball bounced away from him and bounces near midcourt. So they'll get the player set back on the block. DC has just one player on the block. It's Cole Dadisman. Domitian has a smile at the referee, who reminds everyone just one shot. Graham Domitian, can he put in three? No, he can't. Rebound is off and comes out to Lane Surgeon, who has it for Lincoln County. But DCA back by 2, 29-27. They've scored the last 5 in this game. Eli Perez pokes one free from Baird. Perez takes it down, and Baird rips it out of his hands and saves it back to Foster. Foster to Gibbons, up the court to Robbins, who pump fakes over top of a 10, missed it, and Michaels has the rebound, but a 10 fouled Sawyer Robbins. Well, that is a late whistle on the baseline. Foul on Lake of 10 is number 1. It is number 2 on Danville Christian Academy. And sends Robbins to the line for 2. I mean, that whistle was blown after Ben Michaels had the rebound.
Yeah, that games we saw with this officiating crew, that one is usually late on the whistle. I don't know if he just trying to think or wait to see what happens to it, but I've noticed that a few times with him.
First one for Sawyer Robbins bounces off. We were playing, we being Jack's team, second grade basketball, was playing a game in, where was that? Henry County about a month ago.
Yeah.
And the official didn't miss a walk. I was just quicker than the official. Second free throw is no good, so Robbins missed them both. The official blew his whistle, turned around, and looked at me and said, will you give me time to call it? Maybe that's what the official there that made that call was saying. Just give me time to call it. It's a foul, but not a robot here. Lake of 10 mid-range from the free throw line is good. A 10 is, as you said, Tim, catching fire here in the third quarter. He's got 11, 31-27. Warriors back by 4. Ties their biggest lead of the game. Perez poked it loose from Baird again. Perez, free throw line, left-hand take, puts it in.
Nice job by Perez. He worked it the whole way. Didn't let Baird get close to him. Baird's been picked twice right now, and
it's 3 times when you count Dominion still.
True, yeah.
Now he's having trouble bringing the ball down the floor. DCA leads by 6, their biggest lead of the basketball game. 33-27, 1:52 to play in the third quarter on the Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance scoreboard. Full timeout, Lincoln County back in 60 on Z105.
Buying a home is a big step, and Whitaker Bank is here to help. The Welcome Home Grant Program by the Federal Home Loan Bank provides eligible buyers with funds to assist with down payment and closing costs. This is Hannah Clark, loan officer with Whitaker Bank. Helping people in our community take the next step into home ownership is what we do. Funds are limited and eligibility requirements apply. Stop by your local Whitaker Bank branch to speak with a lender and learn more about the Welcome Home Grant. Whitaker Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 2505577.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Ask Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency in Danville if auto owners make sense for you. Call me, Mark Dexter, or Chris Reitmeyer at 236-6686.
DCA 33, Lincoln County 27. Biggest lead of the game for DCA. Robbins 3 is off the front rim, and Eli Perez, who's done a phenomenal job defensively for DCA in this third quarter, has the rebound of the basketball over Dominion. Dominion to Perez, back to Dominion, left corner, Lake of 10. A 10 back to Dominion. Perez, right wing, fakes a corner pass to Michaels, up top to Graham Dominion. Dominion will drive, right hand back up top to Eli Perez as DCA can obviously take as much time as they want. They lead by 6 with 1:15 to play in this third quarter. Perez on the right side with McAdoo picking him up. A 10, right wing. He'll try a right wing 3. Got it! They have been fouled as well. Lane Sargent made contact with him. 14 for Big Lake. And DCA leads by 9. It is 36-27. It's a 7-0 DCA run, and Eli Perez reaches in and fouls Cash Baird near midcourt. Foul on Eli Perez is number 2. It is the 3rd on Danville Christian Academy. Motley checks in. Perez checks out. Everybody on DCA's bench stands up and gives Eli Perez a well-deserved high five. With 52.8 to play, it's Patriot basketball. Cash Baird in backcourt. Motley, very intense. Trey Motley, defensively and offensively, will man him up. Baird gets by him. They swing it to Sargent, left corner. Sargent with a 10 guarding him. Hot steps in the paint, goes to Foster. Foster around the Sargent screen. Kicks it over to McAdoo with 35 to play in this third quarter. Tucker Foster on the right side. Hands it off to Cash Baird. Baird between his legs. He'll drive. Right hand kicks it to Sargent. Deep right wing 3. Good. Lincoln County needed that one. Lane Sargent hits a second 3. He's got 6, 36-30. DCA by 6. 15 to play. Motley has the basketball. Warriors will certainly hold for the final shot. Sean Busick appears to be saying to DCA. 8 to play. Trey Motley fakes a 3. Back to Domitian, 5 to play. Back to Motley, right wing. He drives in Michaels, right corner, 3 balls. Too short. Rebound by Lake of 10. The follow is good. They're going to count the basket. Lake of 10 at the buzzer. And the official far sideline says yes, the 10 got it off in time. 38-30. DCA by 8 after 3. Fourth quarter is coming up on the Hometown Radio Network.
Ready to remodel your home with new kitchen, bath, or lighting, but costs are holding you back? Good news. The Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net can help you get started with your remodeling dreams. You can now save money on gift certificates to Lux 218 in Danville. You're a new headquarters for luxury remodeling for less. They have a wonderful showroom of ideas to kickstart your home remodeling job this year. Don't let price hold you back. Get true luxury for less at Lux 218, and then get extra savings by buying gift certificates at the Big Deal Store. You can get $100 for half price when you buy 5 or more. So get $1,000 for just $500. For all the details, visit the Big Deal Store and HometownLive.net. Remodeling just got easier and so much more affordable when you team up with Lux 218 and the Big Deal Store.
DC outscored Lincoln County 22-12 in that third quarter. They lead 38-30, led by as many as 9 in that third quarter. And the fourth quarter, DCA is 8 minutes away from punching in their ticket again to the region tournament and the Friday night district championship. But with the way Cash Baird has shot the basketball today, the way Sawyer Robbins has shot the basketball today, and the way Lane Surgeon shot it in the third quarter, never count out the Patriots. In a do-or-die, winner-go-home game, there's Cash Baird with Eli Perez on him. He'll drive with a left hand. Perez meets him, goes up top to Robbins to McAdoo. He'll fire a right wing 3, too short, and Lake of 10 jumps across everybody and grabs the basketball for DCA. Over to Graham Domitian, far side, as Domitian will just casually take his time and walk in the front court. Motley Domitian. Domitian left-hand dribble. McAdoo meets him to Eli Perez. Back to Graham Domitian. Eli Perez near side Motley. Back up top, Eli Perez. Back to Dre Motley. He's deep on that left side. Dre Motley doesn't shoot many three-pointers on the season. He's attempted just 16 of them. He's 5 for 16, Motley is.
Really kind of looks like now what they were doing at the end of the first half is what they're doing now when they needed to, trying to run this clock out with an 8-point lead.
Here's Motley. Right wing, drives in, skips it back to Midian. He'll fake a left wing 3, dribbles baseline. Over to Eli Perez. Motley has the basketball. Back to Perez. Domitian spins. Baseline drive. Right-hand floater. Misses. No, went in. Bounced off the rim. Lake of 10 went up for a follow and pulled his hands back, and Graham Domitian got the friendly bounce. 8 for Graham Domitian. DCA by 10. 40-30. Sargent in the corner to Cash Baird. Baseline right by Motley. Goes to Robbins in the corner. McAdoo. Back to Sawyer Robbins. Pass poked away by Domitian. Comes back to Lincoln. Leads to a Sargent open 3. Miss it too hard. Rebound on the floor. Sargent's down. Domitian's down. It's a tie-up. And it will go to Lincoln County.
So the benefit of Danville or DCA being up like this now is that whole thing where Lincoln's trying to murky it up a little bit. They have to, now there's a little bit more panic, so they can't get in the offense they wanted to stay into.
Officials do decide on a jump ball. The possession error on the scoreboard says Lincoln County basketball, but we've gone through this before this week. Maybe it's an every other day thing, because yesterday, possession error was always right. Monday, it was not. Maybe this is, in the every other day, the possession error on the scoreboard says it's Lincoln basketball, but DCA will have it according to the officials.
So tomorrow we'll have it right.
Yeah, tomorrow,
okay.
Thursday,
right.
It'll be right. Don't worry about it tomorrow. Girls Championship, possession error is going to be right. I mentioned it to begin the second half, Tim. I think it's easy when you look at the coaches on the sideline to see Jeff Jackson, a guy who's won 700 games, and you forget, well, the guy on the other side's won 500. Yeah. He knows what he's doing, too. And Sean Busick has seen DCA jump out to a 10-point lead. Lake of 10 on the elbow. Domitian left wing for 3. Misses too hard. At the back rim, long rebound comes to Gibbons, who took off and ran with the basketball. Looked like he got away with a walk. Yeah. Took about 2 or 3 steps before he dribbled the basketball, but it's going to be a foul on Eli Perez from back behind the play, trying to knock the ball free. Perez's third. It is DCA's first. Cole Dadisman will check in. Dre Motley is going to check out. Motley gets the glad hand from the DCA side.
Yeah, Motley got quite a bit of playing time this last time in, so Cole's got some rest. He's ready to go now.
Here's Michaels guarding the inbound pass. Tucker Foster has it to Lane Surgeon. Surgeon hit 2 threes last quarter. DCA switches defensively. Michaels picks him up. Skip bounce pass to Foster. Over to Tristan Gibbons. Hands it back off to Cash Baird. Baird around the Foster screen. He'll hesitate. Back his way into the paint. Stops. Kicks it in the corner. Pass taken away. Domitian got his hands on it. Lake of 10 finished it off and grabbed the basketball. In the front court, Graham Domitian, Lake of 10, free throw line. Cutting. Michaels wide open. Put it in. Ben and 1 for Ben Michaels. That's a late reaction by Lane Surgeon, who actually hit Ben Michaels, looked like across the head. And Michaels finished, and DCA is up 12 and a chance to make it a 13-point lead for DCA. They have been all over Lincoln County here in the second half.
Yeah, they're starting to get Lincoln out of their defense now, and because they've been doing a really good job, as in Lincoln, stopping Ben Michaels with that backdoor cut that he's got. So
Michaels' free throw bounces, short rebound, grabbed by Sawyer Robbins. Second rebound for Sawyer in this one, 42-30. Cash Baird dribbles, crosses over, mid-range, over to Domitian, sinks it. It looked like even with Domitian's defense, and Baird had to alter his shot and still put it in. 17 for Cash Baird in this one, 42-32, 5:25 to play. Graham Domitian, Eli Perez in backcourt. Up the court to Lake of 10. Corner Gaddisman, who was open for a brief moment, goes back to Perez. Skips it near side to Graham Domitian. Lobs it back to Eli Perez. Free throw line to a 10. Passes way high in the air, and Baird tipped it. Here comes Lincoln County. Gibbons to Baird in the right corner. Hands it back off to Tucker Foster. Foster has 1 point in this game. Hit a free throw in the third quarter. Tristan Gibbons is scoreless. Lane Surgeon was scoreless for a half. He's got a little bit more fire here lately in the second half. Here's Gibbons. He'll drive left hand. Circus shot is no good. He challenged a 10. Wasn't a great shot selection. And Ben Michaels grabs the loose basketball for Danville Christian Academy. Eli Perez to Cole Gaddisman. Gaddisman free throw line to a 10. Spins Perez near side to Domitian. 4.5 to play. Bounce pass to Perez. Over to Gaddisman. Lake of 10, Domitian. He'll drive in, bounce pass to Michaels. Down low, who again had position. Domitian found him, and Ben Michaels puts it in again. 14 for Ben Michaels. 44-32, DCA by 12.
It's kind of like his superpower. I mean, I don't know, he's invisible or something, but he gets back there.
Cash Baird straight on 3, hits it again.
Yeah, Cash is on fire.
Yeah, he is. Cash Baird's having a heck of a game offensively. He's got 20 tonight for Lincoln County and keeping the Patriots in the game. 44-35, DCA by 9 with 4:10 to play. It's a 30-second timeout. DCA this year, the number I was looking at, 60. They are 1-6 in games this year. They give up 60 or more. Now, it doesn't look like they're going to go up 60 this game. Their one loss this season to a team where they did not give up at least 60 points was to Warren Central, who they lost to 48-45. You look historically, last time Lincoln County scored 60 versus DCA was the last time they beat DCA 8 games ago. January 31st, 2023, Lincoln County had scored 60 plus this year, just 8 out of 25 games. And this DCA team, leading by 9 with 4:10 to play, has played well enough defensively, certainly in stretches this game, to keep that number way below 60. But Cash Baird continues to hit challenge shots for Lincoln County and keep the Patriots within striking distance, and that's not where DCA wants Lincoln County to be, within striking distance with 4:10 to play.
Yeah, their striking distance, the way Cash Baird's shooting is pretty far away.
Well, and they're down 9. Their striking distance for them would be 3 shots with the way Cash Baird has hit threes tonight. And even Lane Surgeon here in the second half. Give them 3 open threes, and they can make a 9-point deficit, a tie ball game real quick. Graham Domitian comes into front court, gets by Surgeon. He'll drive the basket, blocked by Gibbons, and Lincoln County has the basketball. Gibbons double-teamed in backcourt, goes far side to Tucker Foster. Here comes Lincoln County. Foster will take it in, challenges a 10, and he does not win that challenge. A 10 swats it off the backboard, and DCA has the basketball. Perez down low to a 10, who's wide open, lays it up, and he's fouled. Sawyer Robbins fouled him at 10, trying to go for a reverse layup and almost used the rim as a defender against Robbins. He did, but he missed the layup. Foul on Sawyer Robbins is his second. It is Lincoln County's second. And Lake of 10 with 16 in this game. Team, you implored at the half, if Lake of 10 listened to the halftime show, you'd said Lake of 10 needs to step up, be the player that we know he is, and he has here in the second half. His free throw is nothing but net.
Yeah, I mean, he's kind of taken over the game, which you would expect him being a senior, having the experience, having the skill. that's what you would hope for him to do.
Second free throw for Big Lake of 10. Spins in. He's got 18. 46-35. DCA by 11. 3:40 to play. Cash Baird. Left-hand side to Sawyer Robbins. Lane Surgeon went falling down. Gets back up. Grabs the basketball. Fires a three. Misses. And Lake of 10 grabs the rebound. Nobody even around Lake of 10. Easy board for him, but the easiest rebound of the game for Lake of 10. 46-35. Warriors by 11. 3:24 to play. Eli Perez spins, goes to Michaels, and Michaels is hacked and fouled by Tucker Foster. Foul on Tucker Foster is his first, Lincoln County's third. DCA will inbound it on that far side. Coach Sean Busick, in his second year as DCA head coach, he's 47-11 as DCA's coach in the 58 games he's coached. Graham Domitian, as Surgeon goes down and fouls him. Foul on Lane Surgeon's number 2. It's Lincoln County's fourth. They've got the fan section set up here awfully uniquely.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that in a real good way. They have the fans sitting next to each other that are playing each other. So Lincoln and DCA fans are on the same side as our Garrett and Boyle County fans here. There's Eli Perez. Perez working on Cash Baird. Swings it in the corner to Lake of 10. Back to Eli Perez. Threw it by him in the backcourt. Cash Baird chases it down. Ten's back there. Blocked him again with a right hand this time. It was Lake of 10 who got another rejection. Rebound taken by DCA. Perez in backcourt to Dadisman. Ball poked loose on the floor as Baird and Dadisman go down. It's a tie-up. Dadisman got hit as a second Lincoln County player went down, Tucker Foster. Both teams playing as hard as they can, trying to get after the basketball. It is a jump ball, and it will go to Lincoln County. But even before Sean Busick took over, when you look at Tim, Don Story's last year as head coach for Danville Christian Academy, this is a team that's won, like 65, 70 games or so the last 3 years. They have been at the top of the district. They have won 19 straight district games. And despite that, the one loss in that time period was to Boyle County, the district championship 2 years ago. They won 9 games before that. So you look, they're 28-1 their last 29 district games. DCA is. Jumper by Cash Baird is good, but he was fouled. Actually, it was on Eli Perez down underneath the basket. Eli Perez's fourth foul, by the way. It's Danville Christian Academy's third. DCA's second. 2:36 to play. DCA by 11. Bounce pass into Foster. Foster to Lane Surgeon with Dre Motley working on him. Surgeon beats him, challenges a 10. A 10 fouled him. Surgeon went down hard on the floor. Foul on Lake of 10 is his second. A 10 went straight up in the air, but there was a lot of body contact. And Lane Surgeon, 60.7% from the line, gets 2 free throws. The 7 losses DCA has absorbed this year: Warren Central, Grayson County, Taylor County. First free throw by Surgeon bounces in. George Rogers Clark, Somerset, Wayne County, and Bryan Station. 5 of those 7 teams are playing in their respective district championships. One, Bryan Station, plays tonight for a chance to go to the district championship. And, of course, Wayne County was eliminated last night. So you talk about a schedule that DCA put together this season. Just 6-4, though, in their last 10 games, DCA is, after a really hot start. Eli Perez in the front court. Surgeon made them both. Over to a 10 baseline up top to Domitian. Domitian drives in, bounce pass to Michaels, pump fakes, puts it up, missed it, but he's fouled. It's on Sawyer Robbins.
That's a good foul for Robbins. I mean, because usually Ben Michaels is automatic there. Now he's supposed to be an automatic from free throw line too, but still, you want to go ahead and make him earn it that way.
85.3 from the line this season, though he is 0 for 1 tonight. First free throw for Ben Michaels is no good. So make it 0 for 2. I noticed during halftime, everybody for DCA side was warming up, getting their warm-up shots in. Everybody but Ben Michaels, who sat by himself on the bench, and I think was just trying to get back in the mindset of playing in the second half. Michaels had a big first half. He had 7 in the first half. He's got 14 right now, 7 more in the second half. Second free throw by Michaels. Missed them both. He is 0 for 3 from the line tonight, and Lincoln County with life, 46-37. Cash Baird, he has been deadly tonight. Left wing to Tucker Foster. Foster hands it off to McAdoo. Back to Baird. He fires a long three. Got it again! 23 for Cash Baird. His 5th three-pointer. And we have a Lincoln County timeout. It's a full timeout. 46-40, DCA by 6, 2:03 to play on the Dexter Reitmeyer Insurance scoreboard. Back in 1 minute on Z105.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Bob Allen GMC, we are professional grade. Save as much as $11,000 off MSRP on Bob Allen's selection of new GMC Sierra 2500 Crew Cab AQ4X 4x4s. Stock M26611. MSRP $98,544. Must have qualified trade. Bob Allen GMC on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Looking for something more from your personal checking account? Then one of our new Community Trust Advantage checking accounts might be right for you. Our Advantage checking accounts offer great features such as ID Protect, roadside assistance, cell phone protection, travel and leisure discounts, and shopping rewards, which makes it easier for you to save money on everyday purchases. Learn more at ctbi.com. Get more out of your checking. Open an account today. Our friendly, professional staff at one of our many branches will be happy to assist you.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply.
Well, the ball is in DCA's court, but Lincoln County is on that same court, and they're making one last final stand, so to say, as they trail 46-40. Ben Michaels has it in backcourt, hands it off to Domitian, who easily breaks the press, drives all the way, lays it up, and missed the layup, but fouled by Tristan Gibbons. Lincoln County's in their red jerseys. It was like the Red Sea parted for Graham Domitian. Not a single red jersey even stopped the basketball until he got underneath the basket where Gibbons had to come over and foul him. It's Gibbons' third. And DCA, who has struggled so far from the line in this fourth quarter, they're 2 for 5. The first one for Domitian's good. And Graham Domitian has got 9, averages 10.2 a game. He's 68.4% from the free throw line this season. DCA as a team is about 76% from the line. They're a phenomenal free throw shooting team this season. Lincoln County at 65%. Second one for Domitian is up and goes in. 48-40, 155 to play. DCA by 8. Boyle County out of their locker room to our right. Garrett County to our left. They're ready to play. Baird, left-hand try, blocked again by Lake of 10, who recovered quickly defensively. Domitian up the court to a 10, but Domitian was fouled before he delivered the pass. It's on Tucker Foster. That's Tucker Foster's second, the 5th on Lincoln County. And Graham Domitian back to the line. Tim, that's 3 times in this fourth quarter. Lake of 10 has closed on defense, and a Lincoln County layup has turned into a DCA block.
Yeah, it is. And it's, I mean, I've got 4 blocks, but it's not really as much as.
First one by Domitian's no good.
Yeah, not much as, well, okay, it's just 4. We've seen Lake do a lot more. It's just the timing that he's had them. Guys breaking away. He looks like he's about ready to score, and then all of a sudden you see Lake come around behind him.
Second one for Domitian is good. 11 for Graham Domitian. DCA by 9, 49-40. I was talking with Graham's older brother Grayson before the game began. He talked about how he was always nervous to play in these 45th District semifinal games. Baird's 3 is good. From the left wing, Cash Baird has hit another one. 26 for Cash Baird. 49-43. Doesn't matter where he's from, Tim, or how many hands are in his face.
Yeah, he's unconscious right now when he goes past that three-point line.
Full timeout for Lincoln County. DCA 49, Lincoln 43. Back in a minute on Z105.
What is it that makes parents continue to choose Danville Christian Academy for their kids' education?
Hi, my name is Amy. What I love most about DCA is that my children can go to school and worship God each and every single day.
Hello, my name is Jenna, and what I love most about DCA is that my kids are learning their true identity in Christ.
Hi, my name is Brittany, and I love DCA because my kids get a quality education that is Christ-centered.
You can find out firsthand why parents are choosing Danville Christian Academy. Enrolling now for preschool through 12th grade.
It's all about you and Stuart Powell.
Fred Sizemore, General Manager at Stuart Powell Ford Mazda. We are the #1 volume retail dealer in Central Kentucky and the fastest growing Mazda dealer in the state of Kentucky. Our people make a difference and we make it easy. Stop by and see for yourself how car buying should be. 225 South Danville Bypass or online at stuartpowell.com.
Because we know how it's an easy thing to do in Danville.
DCA basketball, they lead 49-43 with 1:34 to play. Perez bounces it into Lake Atan, who goes back to Eli Perez. Perez comes down the floor, lead pass to Domitian. Domitian drives, right-hand take, missed the layup. Rebound is off of Cash Baird's head, but he grabs the basketball into front court, transition, skips it far side. Domitian picked off the pass and left it off to Eli Perez, who goes back to Domitian in backcourt. Over to Perez. Perez fouled by Tristan Givens. Well, I thought for sure Cash Baird was going to pull up in transition there.
Yeah, I did too. I mean, because I don't know what his misses have been from three-point line, but I mean, he's hit about everything he's thrown up.
And foul on Tristan Givens is his fourth. And I don't think you could argue if he did throw one up in transition at this point, right? Like, he's been your best player tonight by far.
He's been your team. Yeah, I mean, what has he got now? Like 23 or?
He's got 23. First one by Eli Perez is good.
So
I'm sorry, 26.
Okay, so he's got over half your points.
So he's led you this far, so win and lose with him, basically. Second free throw by Eli Perez. Rattles off. Sawyer Robbins has the rebound. 50-43, DCA by 7, 1:10 to play. Here comes Baird. Perez cuts him off. Baird shakes to his left in the corner. Robbins, he'll try left corner three. Rolls in. 11 for Sawyer Robbins. 50-46, DCA by 4, 1 minute to play. Eli Perez fouled by Cash Baird. It's Cash's first. Things are getting tight on DCA, and Eli Perez back to the line. 63.6% from the line. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Those two he just took 30 seconds ago. The two we're talking about. Made 1 of 2.
You know, it's the reason why they foul you close into this game, because they're going to make you earn it here on this, and if they don't, I mean...
First one for Perez, good.
I mean, if they don't, they're down to 5 points down, but still, the way Cash Barrett and recently Sawyer Robbins has been shooting, I mean, both of those guys have really been lighting up past three-point line.
And Lincoln's hit 11 threes tonight, 33 of the 46 points from three-point range. Second one for Perez, good. Two big makes by Eli Perez, 52-46. Baird comes into front court. Where does he pull up from here? He goes to Robbins. He'll try a deep three. Robbins rolls off the rim. Rebound taken by Perez up to Davisman in backcourt. Far side to Domitian. Domitian deep in backcourt. One-hand dribble, and he's fouled. Was looking for a 10-10, made the catch. But fouled in backcourt by Bryson McAdoo. McAdoo second, and Graham Domitian back to the line.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Jackson wasn't too excited about that shot. I mean, because it wasn't even in his range. He was almost a... easily a college three-point line. He's backed up quite a bit.
First one for Graham Domitian. Good. He's 6 for 8 from the line tonight. Graham Domitian is, and he'll attempt his 9th free throw to give DCA an 8-point lead, and he missed it. Rebound by Lincoln County. It's at least a 3-possession game, though. With a 7-point lead. Baird's 3. That one is no good. Perez got a hand way up in his face right as he took the shot. Graham Domitian with a rebound. Tucker Foster with a foul. And Graham Domitian back down the court with 33 seconds to play. And I think a big collective sigh of relief on DCA's side, and especially if Graham can come and sink a couple of free throws here.
Big sigh of relief because Cash Barrett put the ball up and dingo in. I mean... And he's tired, too. You can see him walking to the box here for the free throws.
First one for Graham Domitian, bounced off.
But, I'm saying he's tired. Actually, a game this time, you don't feel it. I mean, you've still got your adrenaline going. You've got a chance.
Second free throw. Good. Domitian 1 of 2. 13 for Graham Domitian, 54-46. Lincoln down the court. Here's Cash Baird, goes to Robbins. Robbins right side, he'll drive in, challenges a 10, gets a 10 in the air. His left-hand hook bounced out of the rim. Rebound tapped out by Robbins, and it's off of Lane Sargent, out of bounds. Robbins had a chance at a putback, couldn't get it in, and Sargent flailing on that far baseline. Tried to save it in, and he could not. And DCA leading by 8, 20.5 to play, and Lincoln County's full-court press enacted here as the Warriors try to inbound it and finish off the Patriots. Inbound to Eli Perez, who has reached around and fouled by Cash Baird. It's the second on Cash Baird. Eli Perez back to the line. DCA's attempted 19 free throws in the fourth quarter alone.
Wow.
25 for the game.
That's really...
First one for Perez is no good. Yeah, 10 attempted 2. He's 2 for 2. Michaels is 0 for 3. Graham Dominions attempted 8. Eli Perez attempting number 6 right here. Second one good. Perez 4 for 6 from the line tonight, and he's got 8. 55-46. 15 to play. Cash Baird lost the basketball, dribbled it off his own foot. It was off Perez's foot. I'm going to say it's off Eli Perez's foot. Well, it was 2-on-1. Foster was there, Baird was there, Perez was there, and it hit the 1 foot. And DCA fans didn't want it to hit. That was Eli Perez's. Here's Cash Baird in the front court, crosses over left hand, over top of a 10, put it in with a left-hand layup with 6.5 to play. Now 6 seconds to play as Cash Baird has got 28 in this game. And Lincoln County calls a timeout with 6 seconds to play, 30-second timeout. And we'll keep it right here, Tim. It certainly appears, and the DCA fans stand up and cheer, that the Warriors are destined for a Friday night primetime game against either Boyle County or Garrett County, and then back in the region tournament next week at Pulaski County.
You know, maybe this game for DCA, if they finish out, it'd be kind of like Boyle County's game the other night. You know, we kind of, get that bad game out of the way. You know, Boyle wasn't really...
Speaking of Boyle girls?
Yes, Boyle girls, yes.
Last night.
Sorry. Yeah, the Boyle girls, I mean, they struggled for a little bit, but then started to break away toward the end of the game, but we saw them playing like they usually don't. Maybe this is kind of be the same thing for DCA. Kind of get that game out of the way and, be ready for the next game. Plus, the next game, you get past this and you do have a region bid, but you want a better bid. You want a higher seeding.
Yeah, well, this is certainly the more pressure-packed game in the district tournament, and then every game is pressure-packed when you go down to either Lincoln County or Pulaski County. There are no nights off in the 12th region tournament. Graham Dominion will kick it into Lake of 10 in backcourt with 6 to play. Lincoln County will not foul, and DCA has ended Lincoln County's season. They've won their 8th straight over Lincoln County. It's 55-48. DCA over Lincoln County by 7. The Warriors are back in the 45th District Championship, and they're back in the 12th region tournament. We'll break it down for you in 3 minutes on your home for DCA Warrior Basketball Z105.
This big deals offer is out of this world. It's Cosmic Bowling. Experience bowling with an outer space-like atmosphere. Black lights, strobe lights, and pattern lights accent the hit music that beats over the speakers. The lights and music effects make it an out-of-the-world experience. It's all at Galaxy Bowling and Entertainment Center in Richmond. Go have a lot of family fun with our Big Deals Pizza, Pins, and Pepsi party. The party includes 2 hours of bowling, bowling shoes for up to 6 people, a large pizza, and a pitcher of soda. The retail value is up to $85. At Big Deal's online store, get the pizza, pins, and Pepsi party for just $49. Yes, $49. What a deal. It's a big deal out of this world. Shop and save at Big Deal's online store, hometownlive.net. hometownlive.net.
Shop local, buy local, save big deals.
Big deals at hometownlive.net.
Danville's deal maker, Bob Allen.
Together, let's drive at Bob Allen Chevrolet. Hi, I'm John Welsh, inviting you to save on Bob Allen's selection of over 30 new 26 Chevy Silverado 2500 4x4s, now priced as low as $53,498. Stock M26481. Bob Allen Chevrolet, located on Maple Avenue in Danville, or shop online anytime at BobAllenMotorMall.com.
Electricity helps keep our modern lifestyle going. But if the electrical system in your house is outdated, you may be headed for trouble. Watch for these symptoms of electrical problems: replacing fuses or resetting circuit breakers frequently, switch plates, outlet covers, cords, or plugs that are warm, cut, broken, or cracked insulation on electrical wiring. If these symptoms are present, you need a safety inspection by a licensed inspector. To learn more, talk to your electric cooperative.
And that's Intercounty Energy, a Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Anytime the crew gets together, one thing's guaranteed. Somebody's hungry. Don't get just any pizza. Get the pizza. The big New Yorker for just $10. It's Pizza Hut's biggest pizza, made to feed the whole crew. Extra large, foldable slices, and fluffy New York style crust. Season with Parmesan and oregano. The big New Yorker, just $10 for a limited time. In Danville, Harrisburg, and Stanford. Order at pizzahut.com or in the app.
Ask Click for a limited time offer. Prices, participation, and availability may vary. Additional charge for extra toppings, max 3, and extra cheese. Taxes, tip, and delivery fees not included.
Buying a home is a big step, and Whitaker Bank is here to help. The Welcome Home Grant Program by the Federal Home Loan Bank provides eligible buyers with funds to assist with down payment and closing costs. This is Hannah Clark, loan officer with Whitaker Bank. Helping people in our community take the next step into home ownership is what we do. Funds are limited and eligibility requirements apply. Stop by your local Whitaker Bank branch to speak with a lender and learn more about the Welcome Home Grant. Whitaker Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 2505577.
Big difference was the shooting in the second half for DCA. In the first half, they shot 5-11, 45%. Tim, in the third quarter, 9 of 13. In the second half, total 12 of 16. Of course, they got a majority of their points in the fourth quarter from the free throw line. 3 of 6 from three-point range in the third quarter as well to finish the game 5 of 14. Lincoln County, 10 of 19 for 53% from three-point range. And overall, Warriors get a comfortable lead in the second half. Got, I think, a little bit tighter than what they wanted to, especially with the way Cash Bear was playing. But DCA hangs on for a 55-48 win and their 8th straight win over Lincoln County. Lake of 10, 18. Ben Michaels, 14. Graham Domitian, 13. 8 for Eli Perez, 2 for Josiah Bradshaw. For Lincoln County, 28 for Cash Baird, 11 for Sawyer Robbins, 6 for Lane Sargent, 1 for Tucker Foster. Tim's got the blocks and rebounds. Tim, what do you have?
All right, so for Lincoln County, we've got Cash Bear with 1 rebound, Sawyer Robbins with 3, Sargent with 2, Foster with 2, Givens with 2 and 1 block, and McAdoo with 1 for a team total 11 rebounds, 1 block. And then over for DCA, we got Lake of 10 with 7 rebounds, 4 blocks, Michaels 4 rebounds, Dasman 3, Graham Domitian 5, Eli Perez 4, and Josiah Bradshaw 2 rebounds for a game total of 25 rebounds and 4 blocks.
55-48, DCA will be playing Friday night. The question is it Garrett or Boyle County they'll play? These two teams split the season series. Boyle won at Garrett. Garrett won for the first time in 14 years at Boyle County. Who wins the most important one tonight? We'll have it coming up on Z105. Our thanks to Jason Wilder on studio controls, Tim Holland, our color commentator, and our statistician. And our thanks to you for listening to the old-fashioned way on 105.1 FM or the new-fashioned way, hometownlive.net, powered by Kentucky Wimax. 55-48 DCA over Lincoln County. Game number 2 is coming up. We'll wipe the slate clean and bring you action on Z105 of Boyle County and Garrett County right after this.
High school basketball on the Hometown Radio Network. Today's game is made possible by these sponsors: Community Trust Bank, Dexter and Reitmeyer Insurance Agency, Bob Allen Motor Mall, Farmers National Bank, Intercounty Energy Cooperative, Thoroughbred Express Auto Wash, Stewart Powell Ford Mazda, Whitaker Bank, Big Deals Online Store, Bluegrass South Livestock Market, Kentucky Service Companies. Today's game is a sports presentation of the Hometown Radio Network, broadcast live around the world on hometownlive.net.
It's 7:24.